Well, a little bit different. Decided to go out after my dinner. Oh, look at me, being a grown-up, taking charge of my life. The old GS hasn't been out for a couple of weeks, so I thought, do you know what? Let's give it a go. So that's what I'm doing, I'm giving it a go. And already I've forgotten it's only got 5 gears, not 6. Yes, I've spent a long weekend off last week, but on the bank holiday weekend, and got my path done down the side of the new workshop, and itchy nose, and a bit of titivating within the shed, and a lot of relaxing. No time scale for anything, so I took it easy for 4 days, achieved some bits. Yeah, it was a lovely weekend, lovely long weekend, gorgeous weather like this today. And what have I done today? Today I've put up a bench to house my English wheel and my grinder, oh excuse me, and my vice. So here we go then. This is the workshop shed as it is, with the parking spaces for the 3 bikes, and all I need to do is take that one back and I can get the mediocre out, and I'll leave the V-Strom at the back, pull this one over and I can get it out. It's a bit of a tight turn coming around here, but apart from that, spot on, loads of room. And this was today's project, tidying all this up, reinforcing the bench and putting the equipment on there. So got the English wheel, see the shed shakes. There's no movement on that anymore. The grinder, I don't use this much, and obviously the polisher fitment, but as I say, I don't use it much. It might get more use now it's in a position to be used. And my vice, which will be alright there for small items, but I've got to consider getting a bigger vice for the main bench to do the heavier duty stuff. But there you go, that was today's project, and I completed it. I did it, marvellous, all tidied up. Anyway, back to riding the GS. So I've had what are we doing then? You just stop there, that's alright. Yeah, no worries. Ignorant shit. Ignorami. I'll just stop in the middle of the road because I want to have a look, see if the pub's open. Well, it ain't, because it's bloody locked down, isn't it? A couple of weeks' time, might be able to fit you in the garden or something. So yeah, I got my bench done, tidied some other bits up in the shed. Also, I went out on the old mediocre, the GS1000 project last weekend, and the bloody light lens fell off the back light, which is mildly amusing. Mildly or very, very. Yeah, so I've hastily bought some more rear lights, and because when I put them on upside down. Let's get rid of him. That's better, pouncing around behind him. It was a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, so I was behaving, which is good for me. You got to occasionally, haven't you? Have you? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, yeah, the backlight lens fell off, so I've hastily bought some new ones, and because I use it upside down because of the shape of it, so it fits in with my bespoke custom subframe, don't you know. I have to paint it black because it's got a number plate light on it, which obviously with me putting it on upside down doesn't shine at the number plate and is useless, so it has to be painted out. So I'll get the old tough black out and give it a couple of layers. So that's drying in the shed at the moment. Well, it'll be dry. Temperatures we've had again this weekend, that'll be dry. So that wants fitting. Oh, why am I indicating? Go straight round. Yeah, that wants fitting probably tomorrow morning. Oh, that's not so good, the sun in my face. It's early evening, it's about 8 o'clock I think, might be just after 8 o'clock, so the sun's low, and all them flies that didn't really like the heat of the day have decided to come out, and all I can hear is it's almost like raindrops, flies exploding on my screen, and the old visibility is not so good now. But I ain't been out on the old girl for a couple of weeks, hasn't been moved. Bit of a chug over to get it going, but what a machine! What a machine! I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm still loving it, should I say. But yes, I've got a box full of goodies to do on this beast, including, whoa, that's nice. That's nice right in my face. Scared to open my visor fully to scratch me itchy nose. Come on, go away, sunshine. There you go. In case I get whacked by about 40 flies. Yeah, I've got a big box. Well, I say big box, about that big, like that. Did you see that? Like that, like that. Always get the wrong angle. Of bits for this one, the beast. Rear wheel bearings, front wheel bearings. What else have I got? I've still got the not going that way then, are we? I've still got the rev counter drive to fit because we're not sure, so we just hold everybody up nice. There'll be a sudden slam on the brakes and oh, it's down here. Yeah, so I've still got the rev counter to fit. I mean, again, it's behaving again at the moment, but when you start it up, it does want to bounce all over the place, which should denote, or does denote, or oh, I don't know. Does it denote? It's either the drive, and with the slight oil leak I've got at the front there, they say the O-ring on the rev counter drive could be to blame, so I've got another one of them, so that needs fitting. As I say, front and rear wheel bearings, just because I don't know the bike, so when I drop them out and have a closer look at the bearings, obviously there's loads of other stuff I can look at the same time, like the chain, the axles, because sometimes the axles are a good good note of whether the bike's been looked after. If there's still grease on them, it probably denotes, well, it probably denotes there's been lots of problems with it and they've had to keep taking the bloody wheel off. What else did I get? I've got some other stuff. Oh, points. Got 2 new sets of points, 2 new condensers, and it's my foray into deeper delving into the engine. Going to make sure the points are okay. Look at this. Nice. You park where you like. Fucking hell. Hey, some people, do they take the piss? Is it just me? Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the points. As I say, it does take a little bit of whirring over to get the old beast started, and it is running rich, which I'm not so worried about. If it was running lean, I wouldn't be so happy, but running rich, you know, you've got to clean your plugs every now and again, and that's probably why it has problems starting, because the plugs are so sooty, not sweepy, sooty. So yes, I'm going to start with doing the points, the condensers, make sure the points gaps and everything are correct, and then probably do the valve clearances, which on this you just, I'm saying just because I don't really know, I sort of know, but it's still daunting. You take your rocker box cover gasket off, not gasket, cover, take your rocker cover off, and you use a special tool which pushes down the buckets, which means you can actually release your shims. Oh dear. So there's none of that messing about with timing chains. Oh, that's nice. None of that messing around with timing chains or taking camshafts out. Just your special tool, push it down, and you've got access to the shims. So I'm going to check the valve clearances and adjust the shims if necessary. See if I can work that out properly. What's 40 in old money? 65? Yeah, something like that. So the old bridge looks quite pretty back there, so I'm going to use it as a photographic opportunity and probably cause a massive accident on the bridge. There we go. Gorgeous. GS1000. What a gorgeous spot. River Ada, meandering through the countryside. Don't look so good when you look down there. Very nice. But what we came out for was a bike ride. So what we'll do is have a bike ride. Now we've had our photographic opportunity. Marvellous. What do you do when you go out on your bike? I take photos of it because it's beautiful. Alright, over the top, you smug git. yes, that's enough of the photographic opportunity. What was I on about? Oh yeah, doing the shims, which is still a little bit daunting, but I haven't got to play, as I say, I haven't got to play with the timing chain or take out camshafts or mess about like that, so I'm a bit more confident, but we'll see how it goes. And then getting on to synchronising the carbs and indeed tuning them. As I say, the bike is running rich at the moment. Oh, how many 30s do we need in the country? Yeah, as I say, the bike is running rich at the moment, so I want to go into balancing the carbs and all the rest of it, and just see what's what there. But before that, or during that, or in between some of that, I've been looking at the old exhausts, and it looks as though if I drill out 3 rivets, I think it's 3, might be 4, I can't remember now. We'll go with 4. 4? Anyway, 3 or 4 rivets. If I drill out 3 or 4 rivets, it looks as though I should be able to pull out the baffle. And if I can pull out the baffle, I can cut the bloody thing down, which will give it a better note. Well, hopefully you'll be able to hear it. That would be better. The roar of the beast. And also, if I can take out the baffles, or some of the baffles, or most of the baffles, let's be fair, it might lean the bike out a bit. So, and if I can do that, it would save me, what, 300 or 400 quid on aftermarket exhausts. So that's something else I'm going for. Drilling out the rivets on the exhaust and hopefully getting rid of the baffles. That would be stupendous. Oh, bumps halfway round. So that's the plan of attack. A few bits done in the old workshop shed, and a few more bits bought to get on with doing a few more bits on the bikes. There you go, you've been updated. Thanks for watching, and thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all those that have been with me since the start. Very brave. Oh, very brave indeed. And any of you new subscribers think these videos are shit, go and watch the old stuff. Oh dear. Anyway, that's enough. Ta-ra.